This is my perspective on Jeannie Mai and young Jeezy, and this is what no one is talking about.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal. And
She didn't know that she had a temper until she got with Jeezy, and she or he is her equal.
I really respect.
And she really respects this person who she considers to be her equal.
And when I would spew some of my old habits, and
Notice the way that she is like framing her behavior, spewing some of her old habits. She can like speak of them like this. She realized that she has issues, y'all. Spewing her old habits.
he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who?
Yeah, and he would get triggered, and he would come back with ways to defend himself, check her, and put her in a place. He is a man at the end and the beginning of the day.
The f do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted, and also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life?
So she's acknowledging that she has a problem. How does she kill that dragon that keeps popping up, rearing its ugly head? What I want to do is I want y'all to listen to Jeannie Mai and her mom talk about their troubled childhood.
This is actually a very big deal. You guys met us when Mama Mai already introduced Uncle Ted to us, and my parents had been divorced for a while. But what my mom and I never talked about is why Mama Mai and Papa Mai didn't make it. It's hard for me to say this because I don't want you to feel bad, but the truth is the divorce did affect us.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? She's admitting that Jeannie Mai is admitting that seeing her mother get divorced from her father had an effect on her. Let's go.
It did. Yeah. My mom and dad had one of the worst blowouts and decided to divorce. Maybe it's because it's a Vietnamese thing. You guys didn't sit down and talk with us about it.
When Dad and we plan to divorce, we don't tell your guy, you sit in school. We don't tell you.
Mom, you do know that that's dysfunctional, right?
No, because we want to.
She just admitted she's identifying where the problem originates. That is function behavior that she learned from her mother and their father when they had the blowout marriage.
Finish high school. If Dad and I tell you we plan to divorce, you might drop high school.
Mom.
That's why we live together, but we don't, husband and wife, we don't tell you that.
Yeah, but you act like we wouldn't know that. Me, Dennis, and Daniel could tell that you guys were living in the same house, you in the bedroom, Dad sleeping in the office, and you don't think we are gonna know that you guys are separated?
Well,
y'all hear that? I hearing that. You got two people living in one home, and they're not existing as a married couple. One person sleeping in the bedroom, the other one sleeping in the back office somewhere. So there is like no connection. There is no emotional attachment. There's no interaction. There's nothing happening in the home that would indicate to the children that these two are, in fact, a married couple. But children are stupid. When they were children, they saw that how their mother and their father were so separate, from each other, that they were detached. And definitely that left a traumatic imprint in Jenny's psychological development. And I do believe that this is where the problems come from. her mother and father did not give her a healthy psychological template from which to build her future relationships with men. So this is why she had no respect for her first husband, and she was wanting to disrespect her second husband. She never learned how to respect a man.
I don't know. We thought we don't know, so that's why we just let it go.
And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad because I know that you didn't intend for it to be a bad decision, but it really messed up me and Dennis and maybe a little bit Daniel. We were very affected by a broken household. We stopped.
There we go. Affected by a broken household. They're very affected by a broken household. And she just admitted the mother didn't intend to damage these children's psychological development, but they did. She did. And that's why Jenny resulted into the woman that she is today, with no respect or understanding of how to coexist healthily with a man.
Stopped having friends over. I ran away. Dennis became a little bit more quiet and to himself.
Jeannie Mai just said she ran away, trying to escape from the emotional pain, the psychological trauma that was present in her home as a child.
You don't know anything. We just same thing. That's regular.
But I'm telling you that this is in your head.
That's what. Yeah.
You see? And I think right now, I do want to give props to Jeannie Mai for saying that, Mom, you got to own this. This is in your head. This is not in my head. This is in your head. Own your mistakes, Mom.
And my
This
head,
is
I
in
think-
your head.
Yeah.
It's not in our head.
I told my mom, when you come to the United States, you better divorce father. But my mom said, he's your father. He is my husband. I cannot divorce him. So when I saw my mom make decision like that, my reaction is, I'm the one who move out. When I go to work, I met your father, and your father the one fall in love with me. But at that time, I don't really fall in love. I just want to have someone so I can grow.
You escape.
You see that? She just said when she and her father found each other, she didn't fall in love with him. He fell in love with her. She didn't. Here, let's bring that back. Let her speak again. Bring that back.
My mom say, he's your father. He is my husband. I cannot divorce him. So when I saw my mom make decision like that, my reaction is, I'm the one who move out.
You hear that? She's taking charge. Jeannie Mai's mom is the one who's going to call the shots. Okay, control the relationship. Let's go.
When I go to work, I met your father, and your father the one fall in love with me.
She just said, when I go to work, I met your father. Your father is the one who fell in love with me.
But at that time, I don't really fall in love. I just want to
She said, at that time, I don't really fall in love. I just what?
have someone
I just want to have someone
so I can grow.
so I can go. Pretty much, she used her father. Jeannie Mai's mother used her father to have somewhere to go or to have someone to take care of her. That's what it is, y'all. That is the imprint that Jeannie Mai learned from her mother and her father. They didn't care for each other. So again, Jeannie Mai does not know how to coexist healthily with a man because her mother and father never demonstrated that behavior in front of her nor her brother.
You escaped your parents to
Right.
get
You escaped your parents?
freedom. You met dad as your first boyfriend.
Right.
She met her dad as her first boyfriend. I think it's safe to say that Jeannie Mai's mother lost her virginity to her father because that's how serious it is in Asian communities.
You felt very hopeful to have anything but the control of your mom and dad. Leaving with dad felt like the better choice, even though you weren't in love with him.
You hear that? Being with dad or living with dad felt like the better choice, the safer choice, if you will. No, although knowing that you really didn't want him, you didn't love him, you didn't care about him.
Right.
So then you had me at a young age.
Then she had Jenny at a young age. Jeannie Mai was a girl who was born into a dysfunctional environment because her mother was selfish and she chose to keep a man around because she needed somebody to take care of her, knowing that she didn't love that man and she didn't care about that man. Is there any questions why Jeannie Mai cannot be a healthy adult today in her relationships with men? I think that tells the whole story right there, y'all.
The first time I make love, you come out. Yeah, really young. So I have no freedom. I have no nothing. And later on, Dennis come out, and then you.
She said, the first time I make you come out. What he's trying to say is, when I gave birth to you at an early age, I lost my freedom, and then I had your brother.
Don't come out. Everything is good. It's not bad. My father and my mom from Texas come all the way to California and stay with us for a while. I don't get along with my father, so anytime I upset my father, I pick on you. I pick on father.
You were very hot.
She just said that she doesn't get along with her father. So when she's upset with her father, she picks on Jeannie. That's deep, y'all. Bring that back. That's deep, y'all. Bring that back.
And stay with us for a while. I don't get along with my father, so anytime I upset my father, I pick on you.
Y'all hear that? Anytime I'm upset with my father, I pick on you. Wow. This rabbit hole gets deep.
Pick on father.
You were very hot-tempered.
Yeah, I got hot temper
Hot-tempered.
all the time. Anytime I cooking something or he say something, I just fight back, almost like my father do that to my mom. You know.
You hear that? Every time, listen, hot temper. Every time her father says something, she fires back, and he did that to her mother. Let's let her talk a little bit more, because this is very revealing, y'all. Very revealing stuff here.
So anytime I upset my father, I pick on you. I pick on father.
You were very hot-tempered.
Yeah, I got hot temper all the time. Anytime I cooking something or he say something, I just fight back, almost like my father do that to my mom. You know, and we fight too much.
Are you saying you were different than how you are now?
100% different. Right now, I'm easy and I'm soft girl and I'm nice girl. Before, I'm just like a tiger, you know.
And that's it, y'all. Before, she was like a tiger. Yo, this interview with Jeannie Mai's mom is very telling. And I do believe that we just heard from the mother about the origins of Jeannie Mai's psychological dysfunction. She learned it in the household, y'all. So listen, what I want to do is this. We got to conclude this video because it's getting long. This has been part 1 of the Tiger Mom's Curse. So look, y'all, we got to conclude this video here. This is Tiger Mom's Curse. Jeannie Mai's mother is a tiger mom. We just heard it from the interview that she had with her mother. Her temper is through the roof. Anytime she feels triggered, she just fires off at the mouth. Yeah, she did not love her father. Talking about Jeannie Mai's mother. Didn't love her father. She didn't care about him. She only chose to be with him because she needed someone to protect her, provide for her, okay, and to give her safety. So this is the origin of Jeannie Mai's emotional and psychological dysfunction. So look, y'all, this should be your boy CAC in the spotlight, talking about the Tiger Mom's Curse, okay, and this is the Jeannie Mai and Young Jeezy divorce situation, okay. So listen, before I leave this YouTube channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this content, okay? This is your boy CAC. I'm out.